Good afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is Newsfeed. Local share prices are down for the second straight session, dragging the benchmark index back to the 7,400 mark. The Philippine Stock Exchange finished at the session's low, dropping 113 points or 1.5%. This is the market's biggest loss since falling 2.1% on September 30. All counters closed deep in the red, with holding firms, financials, and services losing at least 1.6%. Value turnover eased to 5.3 billion pesos. Decliners dominated advancers 122 to 72. Banking stocks were some of the most heavily traded, with C-led BDO and Ayala Group's Bank of the Philippine Islands sliding more than 2% each. Another notable mover, JG Summit of the Gokongwei family, shed 2.8%. It's not just hot money that's finding its way into Philippine shores, as foreign investors take notice of the country's strong fundamentals. BDO Capital President Ed Francisco tells BNC's basis points. While the stock market has enjoyed a long streak of foreign buying, more business delegations from Asia and the European Union are coming into the Philippines and looking for attractive investments.
They're coming in energy, of course, because it's 100% open. The government has done a lot to open that up. But even in healthcare, in the other infrastructure, there's so much interest. So the question is, we just have to get all these projects ready for them to invest in.
Yeah.
But people are queuing up to invest. So that's.
On the equities side, Francisco says the PSEi hitting the 8,000 level remains doable as lower interest rates and sustained foreign buying push share prices higher.
In the past, when the U.S. was so strong, it would pull away investments for the Philippines because they stay there. But now we've seen consistently, as you said, there really is a re-emergence of interest in emerging markets, especially the Philippines.
The Philippine Finance Department signs financing deals with South Korea for 3 big infrastructure projects. Among the deals sealed, the 6.3 billion peso financing agreement for the Samar Pacific Coastal Road Project 2. The project is expected to reduce travel time from Lawang to Palapag in northern Samar to 19 minutes from the current 65. A memorandum of understanding was also signed for the Laguna Lakeshore Road Network Project Phase 1 and the Panay-Guimaras Negros Island Bridges Project. South Korea is the 6th largest official development assistance partner of the Philippines. 4 Philippine islands make the cut in Condé Nast Travelers list of the top 10 best islands in Asia. At number 3, Boracay, while Palawan ranked 6th. Cebu and Visayan Islands placed 8th, while surfing destination Siargao rounded out the top 10. Over 500,000 Condé Nast readers voted in the annual survey. The Tourism Department thanks travelers for showing their love for the Philippines. Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco says their support fuels the growing reputation of the country as a leading destination in Asia. 7 Filipino business leaders make it to Fortune magazine's list of the 100 most powerful women in Asia. Leading the pack, GCash president and CEO Martha Sazon, who's ranked 38th. Also on the list, Robina Gokongwei of Robinsons Retail Holdings, Lorely Kiambao Oshal of Shell Pilipinas, Ayala Land's Ana Bautista D, Lynette Ortiz of Land Bank, Megaworld's Lourdes Gutierrez Alfonso, and Rhoda Wang of Philinvest Development. Chinese tech entrepreneur Grace Wang topped the Fortune list. The magazine says these women are redefining the concept of leadership by disrupting industries and driving growth while inspiring their teams and the next generation of leaders. Brazil lifts its ban on social media site X, this after Elon Musk backed down and complied with the demands of Brazil's top court, which he previously vowed to resist. X took down certain accounts, which the Supreme Court called a necessary move to protect Brazil's democracy. The company also paid fines and named a new representative in the country. Musk's initial resistance to comply saw X banned in Brazil back in August. Brazil is one of the largest markets of X with about 21.5 million users. Turning now to the crisis in the Middle East, as the UN chief makes a strong appeal for an immediate ceasefire, both in Gaza and Lebanon. Antonio Guterres says 1,500 have already died in the war between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon the past 2 weeks alone. While in Gaza, more than 40,000 are believed to have been killed since Israel's war with Hamas erupted in October last year. Guterres describes the Middle East as a powder keg with many parties holding the match.
The conflict in the Middle East is getting worse by the hour, and our warnings about the horrific impacts of escalation keep coming to pass. Every airstrike, every missile launch, every rocket fired pushes peace further out of reach and makes the suffering even worse for the millions of civilians caught in the middle.
And before we go, here's a look at today's market winners and losers. And those are the news this hour. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Stay tuned to BNC on Free TV Channel 31, Channel 24 on Cignal, and on our website, bnc.ph. Thanks for watching.